embrace. And number 4, you're going to have to look for new niches this year. 2010 will be the year of the micro niche. And what I mean by that is you have to look for ways to expand your current business as well as look for niches outside your business. I'm promoting and I'm looking at doing it myself. I'm lucky enough that I've done this before. So you have to look for ways in your current business to expand that business with other niches. And I'll give you a good example. One of my good friends and joint venture partner, Scotty Beckett, he was in the he had one company that was in the just-in-time fabricating metal stuff for construction or for industry. And so that business, he took a hit because of the recession. And so we started looking at stuff, and we identified 2 or 3 niches that he had already started working on. And now he's thrown up couple more websites, little micro websites, and he's starting to get business from it. So it's just a related niche. It was something that he knew he could get into, and he had the expertise to. So he just started gradually getting into it, and now he's got himself an extension to his current business. And that's what you have to do. In addition to that, you look for totally unrelated niches, because you do not want all your eggs in one basket in these times. So the other way to do it is to look for brand new or emerging niches. Look for something that a lot of times you're at a party and you hear somebody talk about, well, yeah, my business is pretty good, I'm doing blah, 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 or I just started this and I wish I had more help. Well, those are the kind of things you look into that. When you hear stuff like that, sometimes opportunities, the best opportunities come in through the back door. It might be something you're researching on the internet and you weren't even interested in it, but you see this stuff and maybe you're, I don't know, maybe you're looking at help wanted and you keep seeing something for some unrelated thing that you'd never heard of before, that you never had been interested, but you see ad after ad for something. Like right now in real estate, the huge thing or the big thing is foreclosures and short sales. If you specialize in that, you're probably still busy. Broker price opinions. You have to look for new and emerging niches, and you have to keep your eyes open for it, because sometimes they come in through the back door. Number 5, work harder on yourself than you ever have in your life. If you chisel yourself into top shape, and I mean peak performance begins with maximum health, fitness, nutrition, recuperation, and stress management. You need that this year. I'm not going to say much more than that because I teach other courses on that, but if there was ever a time to be in top shape and peak performance shape, this is a year. In addition, strive to position yourself as an alpha leader. You're going to need it this year, and you're going to attract more quality people as customers or on your team if you are an alpha leader. And get a mentor. Cut your learning curve to 0 to learn how to do that. You have no time to waste in 2010, so get yourself a mentor so you can cut that learning curve to 0. Embrace the internet. And this sounds like I'm repeating myself, but look at the internet, learn all about the internet, all that you can, and all the opportunities that it offers for you to explode your business. And if you don't know, then get with somebody that does, because the internet is one of the last bastions of entrepreneurial spirit, that you can actually come onto the internet and not have a multi-million-dollar bank account, and you can still start to make money. Improve your expertise in your niche. Invest in total self-improvement, everything you can learn, so that you can give more value than your competition. Frank Kern calls it being cooler than your competition, and that's true. The year of just stick it to them and don't worry about them and all that. No, you're going to have to partner up. You're going to have to be cooler than your competition. You're going to have to give unbelievable value to your clients or your customers. Another guarantee, second guarantee for 2010, the new reality that is a constant is relentless change. Death and taxes are still a given, but the new usable reality check is change will be constant and it will be relentless. If you can embrace this constant reality of change and apply this process that I'm going to give you, and this is a billion-dollar secret, you will conquer, or you embrace change and be able to conquer it. And what you need to do is, the first step is to observe the change. Observe how that impacts your market, your niche, your company, and then assess it. Assess everything about it. Well, what's going on with the change? What it actually is taking place? How is it impacting me? How much is it? To what degree is it impacting me? Who's impacting me? Is it government, whatever? Research on the internet. Do all your research, assess and research, and come up with a way to adapt to it. And then you test that adaptation and you refine it. So, and then you go back and you adapt, you test, you refine until you get it right. And this process is what many of us use at the top that allow us to quickly change with the times. That when we see something going on, this is what we do. We observe the change, we assess it, assess the impact, assess all the variables within it, which means doing an awful lot of research. Then we adapt to it, we test it, we refine it, and then we go back and keep doing it until we get it right. The top success stories for 2010 will be those that embrace change and learn how to adapt immediately and most effectively. If you master that process, you will prosper and experience unbelievable success, because those that embrace change are the ones that are going to be successful this next year. Number 6, start your own revolution. Thomas Jefferson said every generation needs a new revolution. And I really believe that now. This is not my first dance, but I've never seen the kind of stuff that has gone on the last 3 or 4 years. And the finger pointing at the little guy. It's not our fault. It's the little guy's fault. It's the consumer was out of control with his spending and stuff. Man, we need to stand up and say we're mad as hell and we aren't going to take it. And then we need to back it up. And how do you back it up? Get involved in the voting process. My goal is to vote out, at least my personal thing that I'm doing, I'm voting out any incumbent at the federal or the local level. They're all part of the same group. I don't care whether they're Republican or Democrat. It doesn't matter. They're all part of the same old school, good old boy network that got us into this. So until I see a change in attitude, I'm going to keep voting against incumbents. Secondly, change your buying habits and start doing business with local and small business entrepreneurs. This whole thing of big business and they're too big to fail. Well, too big to fail is too big. And I'm sorry, but we need to get back to our roots, to the entrepreneurial spirit. And in order to do that, you got to get down to the grassroots level and start dealing with people on a smaller level. Deal with a small business person, entrepreneur. Think globally, but act locally. Even though everything's happening and we are now a global economy, you have to impact people one person at a time and one vote at a time. So educate others on this process of what I'm telling you about. In fact, I had reservations about even putting it out there because I don't want to get a knock on my door, because I think it's that serious now that the people at the top have decided that this is it. We're going to get ours and nobody else is worthy of it. And speak out against injustice. We need to do that. 2010 is going to be the year of the survivor. And there will be some people who don't survive. But there are 3 types of people. Those that make things happen, those that watch things happen, and those that wonder what happened. And I'm wondering which one you are.